Hello and welcome to another Google Hangout. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming match against Manchester United in Southampton at Old Trafford, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some transfers and our new signing, and maybe even talk about the FA Cup tie that we've got coming up, drawing Cambridge. So I've got with me again Joey to discuss the game against Manchester United and Southampton, and it's a difficult game at Old Trafford, with Southampton performing so well this season. When we last played them, they were in a bit of bad form. They lost a few games on the trot, and we didn't play well that day, and we still got the 3 points. I expect you're expecting another difficult match in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Like we were talking before the video went live. This is a massive game. I think we really need to win this game. They're only 1 point behind us. They're playing pretty well. They beat Arsenal, so I mean, I think they are a serious contender for top four. That first match was we were terrible, terrible. They pressed us high up the pitch. We couldn't string together more than 3 or 4 passes, but we were able to sneak away with the 3 points. But this game will be a little different because Schneiderlin will be in there with Wanyama in the midfield. So I'm expecting the midfield, to be the key battle area for this game. So, but we have to win this game.
Yeah, well, I was just saying there that we just cannot afford to really lose the game at all. A defeat would be terrible. Personally, I don't think we probably will lose it, but Southampton are a real difficult threat to us, and I'm hoping that they actually get the fourth spot, and we actually probably get the third spot this season. So I'd love Southampton to finish ahead of Arsenal. It would be great for Arsenal to finish outside the top four for once, in my view. But I'm not sure what team you've got. You would go for this game. It's real difficult with the fact that Louis van Gaal's come out today and said that there's only one injury in Ashley Young. So, but I'm not sure on the injuries to Raphael and Luke Shaw. I was hearing the other day that he would be out for 6 weeks, but I take it he must be fit now. But I heard yesterday that he would be wearing a mask in training, so I don't know if he'll play or not. I don't know what team you've got there. You would go for and what formation.
Well, now it's like you said, it's strange. Everyone's healthy except for Ashley Young, so this is kind of different because all year we've had at least 2 or 3, 4 injuries. So a lot of these players, they have to play with each other to build some sort of rhythm. You know what I mean? Some sort of chemistry. So with the situation of Raphael, I personally wouldn't risk it because I thought Valencia did well in his absence. I went with a 4-4-2 diamond. De Gea in net, Valencia, Smalling, Jones, Shaw across the back four. Carrick at the base of the diamond. I kept Rooney in midfield with Herrera because I feel like Rooney's physicality will help us in midfield against Schneiderlin and Wanyama. I don't know if Fellaini was going to start because he likes to have his players have a week or two of training before they start. So that's why I would have put Fellaini in there had I thought he would do that. In the number 10, I put Di Maria because I feel like his pace, his energy would really help our offense and our forwards. I think he can supply the front two with plenty of good balls, great service, so that they can finally, get something to put in the back of the net. People have been criticizing our front two players, but really you look at it and the service has been terrible. And then up top I went with RVP and Falcao. There was no other options right up there. So it should be an interesting game. I'm really hoping he goes to a back four, but we'll see.
Yeah, before I was just thinking about maybe Herrera on the bench. I was thinking he'd probably play a back three again in this game. Every time I've gone for the predicted a 4-4-2 diamond, he's always contemplated the back three. So, but if he plays a back three, then it's I'm not so sure which players will play. Probably Phil Jones will probably be in there, and Chris Smalling, and probably Johnny Evans. But then it's the wing backs. Probably Valencia I would put in there if he's fit. I'm not sure how fit he is to play. If not, obviously Raphael, and it will have to be Luke Shaw on the other side because there's no Ashley Young. But all the other players, I'm not really. It's hit and miss who's going to actually play because I've seen a lot of people predicting the teams, and there haven't included Radamel Falcao, but I've still included him. And I actually went for Wayne Rooney and Michael Carrick in midfield, but probably Juan Mata in there, and maybe have Herrera and Di Maria come off the bench. But we really can't afford to lose this game, so I'm not really sure. I would personally keep Radamel Falcao and Robin van Persie up front, but it definitely is the service that needs improvement. And when Herrera's back to full fitness and Di Maria, I think the service will improve to them. Because I know early on in the season when they weren't playing, some of the play was shocking. To play in Robin van Persie, he really wasn't getting the service, and he was getting really criticised for his performances. But if he's not getting the ball in the right areas, then he's not really going to do any damage, is he? It's a bit difficult for him.
Yeah, the service hasn't been the best. Been a lot of crossing, and I just think that the tempo and our build-up play, it just hasn't been quick enough. We're not moving the ball fast enough. The back three are coming out with the ball from the back, and they're looking around, and then they'll play a few passes in between them. Maybe they'll pass to Michael Carrick, he'll look up, and it's just like we're playing, they're with no middle. Everything's either back or up to the front. So I think with players like Herrera and Carrick, Di Maria, I think, and Daley Blind coming back, I think we're going to see, much better passing, quicker passing and more build-up play. I think that's what we need, is a lot more build-up play is what I'm trying to get at here. I don't want to see them bring it down the wings and just cross it in every time, and because it's easily defendable.
Yeah, definitely. I just don't really like this three at the back. I just don't think we've been creating enough chances at all. And when we played Southampton before, we only created I think we only had 3 shots on goal, and Van Persie actually scored two goals in that game. And only for so long can you carry on only having 2 or 3 shots on goal and scoring the majority of them. It was really the same against Liverpool as well. We only had about 3 or 4 shots on goal, and scored them all. So it is a bit difficult. Hopefully we'll start creating some more chances in the coming weeks but hopefully the pace of our play will improve with Di Maria back. But overall, with the ball, we do need to be a lot quicker in attack. But I'm pretty sure that Di Maria will improve us. I don't know what sort of prediction you're going to go for in this particular game. I think it's going to be a bit of a close game. I mean, Southampton have actually, I think, kept the most clean sheets in the Premier League so far. And obviously with players like Schneiderlin, they're a decent team. So I think probably about 2-1 I'm going to go for in this game. I'm not really sure what you're going to go for. I think we probably will concede in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 as well, because I think it's going to be one of those really tight affairs where nobody wants to make a mistake, so they're kind of going to play cautious. But I think, I do see them scoring because of how weak our back line has been. David De Gea has kept us in games, but he can't do it all. But 2-1, I'm going to say Rooney gets a double. No, Rooney won, and then Van Persie to win it. Because Van Persie seems to score all the time against Southampton lately.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, there's been talks this week about the transfers as well, with Victor Valdez signing for Manchester United. I don't know really what your thoughts are on that. Obviously, he's been a top-class goalkeeper for a while, and hopefully it'd be a great backup for David De Gea. It is a shame that he hasn't yet signed his new contract, but hopefully in the coming weeks he will sign a new contract. It's reported £140,000 a week. The contract is that Manchester United are offering, but it's not a bad backup goalkeeper considering I see that Liverpool were interested in him and quite a lot of other teams. So he's chosen Manchester United over first team football, which is great news.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get a keeper like that for free, especially, that you can't really argue with that. So I mean, I think we're going to see Lindegaard and Ben Amos move on. I'm not really worried about David De Gea. I feel like he knows how much he's loved here and how much he's wanted here. I read something that he lives on the same street as Juan Mata and Ander Herrera, and you always see them posting pictures on social media together. I just feel like he really feels at home. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does sign the contract. I mean, we're going to be back in the Champions League next year. You got to figure we're going to spend some more money in the summer, and I really, Louis Van Gaal was saying today he wants to make this the best team in the world, and I think that starts with David De Gea at the back. And as far as some other transfers go, it's been so crazy. I mean, under Louis Van Gaal, the media is always trying to get something out of him in his press conferences. They'll try and use his, he knows English pretty well, but not the best, and they'll try and twist their words around to ask him stuff, and he'll just be like, no, I'm not telling you anything. That's between me and Ed Woodward. And I really appreciate that about him, because under David Moyes, it was publicly known who we were going after. But I seen something today or this week, Matt Hummel's father came out and he said it's not going to happen this January, and I don't know who else we've been linked with that I've heard about, but it just seems that January traditionally is a slow window, so things might pick up. It only takes one to get the dominoes falling, but obviously it's good that we got a backup keeper of his quality. You can't ever go wrong with that.
No, definitely not. I did see reports that we'd made an actual bid for Matt Hummels, but I'm not sure the actual truth in that. But we've been linked with a whole host of players. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk in the last few days about a lot of players and clubs. Obviously, Barcelona's obviously come up a lot with Lionel Messi and Chelsea. There was also Luis Suarez was coming up, and I did actually do a tweet on that. He's been linked with Arsenal, Manchester United, and Manchester City as well. And I did put a post on Twitter asking if any Manchester United fans would actually take him, and not one said that they would want Suarez in their team. But I think it would be crazy that Barcelona would actually sell either of them players, considering their transfer ban. But they have had a few problems there. But if Messi become available, I don't think Chelsea would be the only ones actually interested in him, because obviously he is a fantastic player, and every club would probably want Messi in their team.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up, but I heard you talking about Lionel Messi and Chelsea. But they've come out. Gillian Balog, I know he's not the most credible, but he did get a Di Maria one on point. He said there's only 3 teams, I think, that can afford Lionel Messi under financial fair play, and that was Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. Now, I don't think Bayern Munich would spend that type of money, because I know, in Germany, I think they just broke their record fee a few years ago for Javi Martinez. It was only like 30 or 35 million pounds. So, and he's obviously not going to go to Real Madrid. So, I mean, I'm not saying that Lionel Messi's going to Manchester United, because I don't think he'll ever leave Barcelona. But, I mean, it would be quite insane if he did. Luis Suarez is a difficult one. And, I mean, if you look at his numbers, he hasn't, it's not as bad as everybody says. It's just that what is expected of him is so much higher than everyone else. I mean, I know he still, has a decent goal-scoring record in Spain, but it takes time to adjust to a new team and a new league, and sometimes people forget that. Everybody wanted to jump on Fellaini's back. Well, I shouldn't use him as an example. Never mind. But, and with Barcelona unable to make transfers, I don't think anyone's leaving Barcelona anytime soon.
No, definitely, I agree. I don't think anyone will leave if they can't sign any players. We also recently got the cup draw, and we've got Cambridge in the FA Cup, which is a great tie for Manchester United to look forward to in a few weeks. It's actually on a Friday night. I know a lot of Manchester United fans are unhappy about that, considering the trip that they've got to make to the game on a Friday night to go and watch them play. But just wonder what your thoughts are on that tie. It's a shame it's not Old Trafford, but it's against lower league opposition again, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can get through to the next round of this cup and go on a cup run, considering we've got nothing else to play for apart from the league this season.
Yeah, I really do hope we make a good run in that too. I would really like to see them win it. And you got to figure that with City and Chelsea and Arsenal still in Europe, they're not going to be fielding the strongest sides in the FA Cup. Maybe Arsenal, because they want to retain the title. But yeah, I mean, it's a great draw for us. Being American, I don't really know what. I've seen a couple people complaining about it being on a Friday night, so I really didn't understand why maybe you could shed some light on that.
Well, I think it's about 300 and something mile trip to Cambridge from Manchester. So if you're going on a Friday night, you're going to have to probably leave pretty early to get there. So a lot of people probably have to take the day off work if they're working or whatever they're doing to get to the game. I think it's about an 8 o'clock kickoff UK time. So you're going to have to leave pretty early if you want to get if you're going to the game, which I think it's a bit rotten really putting it on a Friday night, but it's live on UK TV. That's the only reason why they've put it on the Friday night. Otherwise, it would have probably been on the Saturday. But nearly every game here is live in the UK, so just got to go with the times. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about the game on Sunday, or any more transfer news you got to talk about.
No, you know what? I was just thinking it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't sign anyone in this window, because I think with the current squad, them getting back to health, unless something happens where somebody becomes available, I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. But hopefully in the summer, the summertime is going to be great, because I feel like we're going to be revamping the squad even more. You're going to see other players go out, like Johnny Evans, Darren Fletcher will leave. The players that we have on loan will get sold. Chicharito, Zaha. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm really hoping we get these 3 points on Sunday. It's going to be a tough game. I know I'm going to be, sitting here watching it nervous as hell, like I always do the big games. Every little thing you're kind of like, overreacting to, but that's what makes this game so great. Other than that, no, just comment on the video, like, subscribe. Somebody else come on, talk some news with us and previews. Come check out my channel, follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff, and everybody have a good weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to come on, please do come on and chat with us. We'd like to hear from all Manchester United fans. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about the upcoming game and transfers and that. And we will come back and talk to you again after the game.